How do buyers and sellers interact? What happens when everyone is trying to optimize? The second principle of economics, equilibrium, will answer these questions. I'm Professor Min Sok Lee, and this is Economics for Everyone. Together with optimization, equilibrium is a key principle in economics. In fact, optimization provides the critical mechanism that allows us to reach an equilibrium. This is how we define equilibrium. It is a very special situation where everybody is simultaneously optimizing. Because everybody is optimizing at the same time, nobody will believe that they will benefit by making a different choice. It's the end of a blockbuster movie. So let's say there are 30 people in the movie theater who are trying to get out, and there are 5 exit doors. Let's say 29 people are kind of evenly lined up for exit doors number 1 to number 4, while exit door number 5 is empty. So you, as the 30th person, if you're optimizing, you'll go to exit door number 5. But that's not the end of the story, because in an equilibrium, everybody should be optimizing simultaneously. And the situation we just described clearly is not an equilibrium, because some of those guys who are lined up in exit doors 1 to 4 will be better off by moving to exit door number 5. So this process will continue until we reach an equilibrium. They all want to get out of the movie theater as fast as possible. And that self-interest is enough to drive this situation into an equilibrium. There's no traffic controller telling the individuals to which exit door to head. Self-interest and optimization is enough. Another key insight is that the equilibrium also changes if the situation changes. So we start from a situation where we have 30 individuals, 5 exit doors. The equilibrium is 6 individuals in each exit door. All of a sudden, they open exit door number 6. Then it's not an equilibrium anymore, because some of the individuals will be better off by heading to exit door number 6. It's the same mechanism of self-interest and optimization that will take us to the new equilibrium, where we have exactly 5 people lined up in each one of the 6 exit doors. Let's apply the concept of equilibrium. In the demand and supply model, we learned that buyers are optimizing, and that optimizing behavior is reflected in the market demand curve. We also learned that sellers are optimizing, and that optimizing behavior is reflected in the market supply curve. In that market, we're going to have an equilibrium when at a particular price, the equilibrium price, quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. What this means in the context of buyers and sellers optimizing, nobody will benefit by trading less units than the quantity equilibrium or more units than the quantity equilibrium. In this particular example, the market equilibrium price is 2 and the market equilibrium quantity is 15. What happens if the price is above the market equilibrium price of 2? Let's say 4. When that happens, point A shows the quantity demanded by the buyers. That's 10 units. So in this market, only 10 units are being exchanged, less than the market equilibrium quantity of 15. But now, focus on the buyers who are on the demand curve, but to the right of A. Those buyers have a willingness to pay that's higher than the willingness to accept of the sellers who are on the supply curve to the right of point B. So what does it really mean to say that the buyers have a higher willingness to pay than the willingness to accept of the sellers? It means that if the buyer and the seller exchange the good for a price in between the WTP and WTA, they will both be better off. An optimizing buyer and seller then will indeed engage on that exchange. So it is precisely this optimizing behavior that will put pressure on the price and move the price from 4 towards the equilibrium price of 2. In reality, most equilibria are changing because key characteristics of the situation are continuously changing. So when key characteristics of the situation changes, what you should ask as an economist is, how will those changes shift the demand and supply curve? But once you know how those changes affect the curves, the demand and supply model will have a prediction in terms of what the new equilibrium price and quantity will be. Now, this tool is available to you because economics is for everyone.